There's a lot you are on your plate at this time, and you have found time to be with us at this event. I'm sure that the Emerald Choir, the award-winning Emerald Choir, is getting ready for us. Let me welcome everyone who has arrived once again as we get set for the presentation by the Emerald Choir. Your Excellency, thank you very much. Is the Emerald Choir ready for us for the national anthem and the state anthem? We take the prayer immediately, and I'd like to invite the Ashai of Akure Kingdom, Senior High Chief Olushola Adegbamere, to lead the opening prayer.
Please let us all stand up for God.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies first, may I welcome everyone to the first of activities for the celebration of the 50th birthday of a man who is truly distinguished, Engineer Razaq Obe, the number one citizen of our dear state. It's always a privilege, the number one citizen of our dear state. It's always a privilege and pleasure to see him at any event. Also, I'm sure that the good people of our dear state, hearty congratulations on your first year in office. May this be the beginning of greater things in your administration. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency, Dr. Lucky Orimisan Ayedatiwa, Governor of Ondo State. Your Excellency, thank you for all that you do to build this state. I'd like to also welcome the Deputy Governor, His Excellency Dr. Olaide Owolabi Adelami, MNI. Your Excellency, Mr. Deputy Governor, thank you very much for joining us. My privilege and honor to welcome the Chief Judge of Ondo State, Honorable Justice Olusegun Ayedun Odushola. Thank you very much, Honorable Justice, for joining us at this event. My privilege as well to welcome the Chief of Staff to the Governor of Ondo State, Prince Segun Omojuwa. Thank you very much for joining us. The Head of Service, Mr. Bayo Phillips, thank you very much for joining us. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the chairman of this occasion, a lawyer, trade unionist, politician, former ambassador, former and incoming ambassador, Olushola Joseph Iji, thank you very much for accepting to play this role at this event. My privilege as well to welcome the guest lecturer. Before the guest lecturer, I'd like to welcome the royal father of the celebrant, Kabiesi, the Alara of Ilaramokin, Oba Abiodun Aderemi Adefeinti, Agbekorun II. Kabiesi Eshe, thank you very much for joining us. My privilege as well to welcome the Olubule, Kabiesi, His Royal Majesty Oluleke David Ogunlade Opogiti II. Kabiesi Eshe, thank you very much for joining us. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the guest lecturer, a professor of economics at the Abafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, Professor Olalekan Yunusa, thank you very much for joining us. Now the celebrant. There are 4 things you cannot miss about the celebrant. First is a power dresser. I'm not going to say too many things about him for now because there still is a documentary on him in the course of this event. But I'll say essentially 4 things about him. First, but before I full wife, Mrs. Obe, let's put our hands together for her. Thank you very much for taking good care of him. So, as I was saying earlier, there are 4 things you can't miss about the celebrant. First, he's a power dresser. I mean, he dresses well. Secondly, he's a fantastic speaker. Of course, anyone who listens to Engineer Obe will know that this is a polished gentleman. Then, and I'm sure that when he's moving the word of thanks,
birth of our colleague, one of us, and